Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Killstar haul. So I do have quite a few things to show you, so hopefully this video won't be too long, but if you do enjoy Killstar hauls, do subscribe. I do also have a playlist of quite a few, so if you're looking for a particular item I might have reviewed it, so I will link that playlist in the eye if you want to go and watch it after, but I will get straight into the video now. So I've got 3 tops to show you, a skirt, and then like an accessory thing that I'll just go through quickly. I do just want to say that the lighting might go a bit like dark and light. It's cloudy again. So yes, that's what happens if like the lighting keeps changing. So this is 2 orders that I've placed with Killstar. One of them I ordered on the 10th of August and the other one I ordered Sunday, so that was literally like 4 days ago. So I'll go through the first item first. So in this order I actually bought 2 items. One of them is this one, which is the Serene long sleeve top, and the second one I got was the Bad Moon Rising relaxed top. I'll put a photo on the screen here of what that top looked like. I didn't actually take any photos. I sent it back really quickly because it was quite a while ago, so I had to make sure I sent it back in time. But basically I think they had, I'm not sure how much they had off of it, but it was quite a lot of money. Maybe it was 30% off clearance, something like that, maybe 25, around that. But the Bad Moon Rising top I got for £7.68, which was so cheap for like a Killstar top, and the quality of it was really nice and everything. But it had really strange sleeves. They kind of just went out towards the end of them, and like I've got a Restyle top that does something similar, but it looks really flattering, but this one just didn't. It looked really strange and it was huge for a size small, so I thought about switching it for an extra small, but then I thought the sleeves would probably be the same, so I just sent that one back. It's not the same style top as like the graphic t-shirts they do, because I have one of those that's like the blood is the life one, and I love that. This was like a relaxed top is what they call it, so I sent that one back. But the one I do have from this order is the Serene long sleeve top. If you remember my Disturbia haul, I hauled this mesh long sleeve top called the Morning Ruffle top. I've been a bit on the fence about that item, I guess. I've actually kept it in the bag because I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, because every time I put it on, like, it looks really nice out, like not on someone and on the model, and then when I put it on it just feels very tight. And then I thought maybe I'll swap it for a 10. Now they've sold out of a 10 and they're not restocking it. I never really thought it was that comfortable from the start. So, and also when I posted my video about it, a lot of you said it looked very tight, it looked very uncomfortable, so that kind of confirmed what I was thinking. So I thought I would get this one instead. So this is basically the Killstar version almost. It's not like trying to be what Disturbia's was, but this actually came out before, and there were a couple of things that put me off about this top, but actually I feel like I'm over it. So as with all my hauls, I'll go through the details, the sizing, the quality, and I'll also have a try on of each piece after. If you do want to follow me on Instagram, I will put my username on the screen here, so you can go and follow me on there, and I'll usually post like how I've styled the pieces if you want to go and see some of that too. I'll also have it linked in the description box if it's easier just to click that. And also, just before I show you this item, I do have a referral link for Killstar. It will be in the top of the description box. It does give you £5 off, so if you do use that code for like £5 off, I do get £5 off in return. I know a lot of you aren't really bothered by that, but I know a few people are, so just be transparent. If you do use my link, I do get something back from it, so it's like an affiliate link, but it is there if you'd like an additional £5 off. So basically it's kind of the same idea. It's a mesh top and it's kind of got stripes down it, but it's more like pattern stripes because it's more of like a florally lace design. So starting at the tag, it's kind of got this abracadabra one that's been used quite a lot, and then it's got a high neck, and this is like a super high neck, so the crew neckline would probably be around here, and then it goes all the way up to here, and this is elasticated, so it's very, very stretchy, and it's kind of got this frill around the top of it. and then it goes down. Something that the Disturbia top didn't have, which I really liked, was they actually stitched the label like on the left hand side, kind of where this label would be. They didn't actually include this one because when you wear it you can really obviously see the label at the back. So probably not my favourite thing they've done, but there is a label there. It just says some people look for a spooky place, others make a place spooky. I feel like they haven't done new labels in a while, so they are just kind of all of the older ones. And then going down, it's got this kind of material, so I'll just show you this up close, but it's a very pretty design. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, but it's just kind of got stripes of lace and like a florally lace design, and that goes vertically down the top. It is a bit cropped, it's probably on the shorter side, but it definitely like covers your stomach, but it's not gonna like cover your hips and everything. So it's on the shorter side, but if you tucked it into skirts or even trousers, you probably wouldn't even tell that it's kind of cropped. So yeah, that's the length of it. And then the sleeves begin like a normal sleeve, and then there is this amazingness right here. So this is made up of, is it 2 pieces? Yeah, 2 pieces of lace. So on the kind of wrist part, it is stretchy, and then it goes down onto this kind of double layered cuff. That does cover like your whole hand, so the elasticated bit would be here, and then it kind of drapes down on your hands. And that's basically all of the details. The material of this is 97% nylon, 3% elastane, so it's very, very stretchy. Even like the main part of the top, it's not as stretchy as the neck and the sleeves because it's got like additional elastane in it. But this part is still very stretchy. So when I put this on immediately, it was so much more comfortable than the Disturbia one. The Disturbia one is made in a way, because it's got all of like the seams down the arms, like it pulls in the material, which means it can't stretch, and even the main part of it isn't that stretchy either. Straight away I noticed that this was a lot more comfortable. I'm not sure if I said at the beginning, but basically I got this top because it's similar to the Disturbia one and I still liked the design of this, but as I said, there were a few things that were putting me off. So the first, well, I guess there was 3 really. The first one is it is lace, and sometimes lace can be itchy, I find, but this is more of like a softer lace. It's not like that cheapy scratchy lace. When I say comfortable, I mean like it's not tight or anything. It is a little bit like scratchy, but just a tiny bit. It's not as bad as like the cheaper lace. The second thing putting me off was this really high neck. I have a dress by Killstar. It's like the one that's very doll like, and it has this high neck that gets higher at the back, and my hair's quite short at the back, but it still really irritates me kind of having it on there. This doesn't go up as high as that, but it's definitely like right up there, like a turtleneck almost. So I probably would have preferred it if it just had a normal neck, just because it can be a bit scratchy. But something that I quite liked about this is you can actually, if it's a bit too high, you can kind of tuck it into itself and make it a bit lower, so you can just kind of fold over this frill and it really doesn't look obvious that you've done that. So that's another option. Maybe if you liked the look of this top too but the neck was putting you off, you can fold it under. And the third thing putting me off this top was the sleeves. Now I know I just went on about how amazing they are, but usually sleeves like this I find aren't very practical. So I do really like these sleeves, and I guess like I do with some of my other tops, I don't have too many tops with these like huge sleeves, but I find that if you're wanting to eat or do something, you can just kind of fold them like into the elastic, and because they are elasticated, that means it's going to stay. Now it's going to look a bit strange but it will get like all of that lace out of the way if you want to eat or something and you don't want your sleeves in your food. I'd say this top is a lot nicer than I thought, and with like less issues than I thought, and the thing that sold it to me was the price. Like I got this for I think, yeah, £13.99, so definitely a bargain. And then I also used a £5 code that I got from one of you, so thank you for that. I've kind of been through quality. I'd say it's a softer lace, but it is still lace, so it's still going to be like, you're still going to notice it on you. As I say with a lot of like velvet pieces from Killstar, lace pieces, the quality is always really nice. And the sizing I'd say is accurate. I got a size small, it's still stretchy, it's not tight, it's very comfortable. So yes, I would recommend this if you're okay with the big sleeves and the high neck. So yeah, that's the first item. I said I was going to go through this quickly, but I spent 13 minutes on one item, so that's not great. So moving on to my second order, I'll go through this like super quickly, but I did pick up this air freshener which has a bat on, like it's one of their bat air fresheners, because they were doing an offer where if you bought something from their bat collection, then you automatically got 30% off your order. So I just kind of added this. It was £2.09 with the 30% off, so I thought I'll either use it or save it for a future giveaway or something, but it does just look like that up close. Very cute to add to your car. So yeah, that was the first item, and then in this order I got that, the skirt, and 2 tops. I'll go through the tops first actually. So these 2 were from their newest collection, which is the Cross Your Heart collection. When that came out, I was very excited because it's a very vampy drop. Usually I don't go for things with crosses on, I just tend to avoid that, but the crosses on these go into the dagger at the end, making them kind of more like a vampire cross. I don't know what they call that, but they do go more into a dagger at the end, so I felt like that was okay. Also, I did get the Mitzi mini skirt, which has upside down crosses, and I got the like a necklace with a bat that's got a cross on it, and I was hesitant about those items for that reason, and they've ended up being my most worn, so I'm trying not to let that put me off anymore because they are very like vampire themed. So the 2 tops that I got is, one of them is the, I don't know how you say that, it's like I'll put it on the screen, Aysling cape top, probably butchering that, and the second one was the Kikimora shirt. So both of them are tops from that collection. I'll go through the cape top first. This is very detailed in terms of like the style of it. Sorry for this lighting, it keeps changing. So this is the top. It probably looks terrible on the hanger, but this is how it arrived. So straight away when I took it out the packaging, it was very, very creased. I'm wondering if I got a return, because if I show you this up close, and the camera should overexpose it, like it's just very, very creased. Like even the back of it, like it didn't really come folded that well either. Like I think I got a return, but I mean it's fine, I can iron it. But yeah, this is the cape top. Now this is the one where I saw it, I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want. This was definitely the piece that stood out to me. So starting at the top, it has a very high neck, but not as high as that other top, and then it's got a zip that goes all the way down the back. This does go to about here. It's not like one of those full zips, but it's enough to be able to get it on. And then the reason it's called a cape top is it kind of has this piece of material that sits on top of the top. It is stitched down at the back, so it's not going to like blow over your head or something if it's windy, but it is stitched there, and then the rest, like either side of the zip, is loose. So if you take this off, and this was something I was a bit unsure of, like how the top was under the cape. I wasn't sure if it was stitched or anything, so maybe this will help you. But it's basically a cold shoulder, I think that's what they call this top. So it sits like up here with this mesh panel here, and then it's got this really nice velvet cross in the center, so that will kind of sit here on the chest, and then it's got the mesh either side. There's nothing on your shoulders, so it kind of cuts off there, and then the top starts again here with that kind of, is it viscosy material? Oh, it says it's rayon. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the same material as it's like my favourite top. It's probably one of my favourite like ever tops from Killstar. The rain mesh top, that's what it's called. I wear that to death, and I love the material because it's very flattering. It does get creased, that's the only downside of it, but it's very flattering when it's on. It's very soft, it's very comfortable too. So that's the same material as this, so I was very excited about that because it's just very comfortable. And then that just goes all the way down, and then the sleeves are just kind of normal sleeves. So that's on both sides, and then from here it just carries on with that same material. It's not cropped, as you can see. It's actually quite a average length top. I think this would look best tucked into skirts though. I think that would look really cool. This piece looks really good with the Mitzi mini skirt, the skirt I was just talking about with the crosses on. It looks really good with that. So then you have the cape part on top. So this kind of just sits on top of the shoulders. So when you wear it, your shoulders aren't actually visible. So it kind of just sits like that when it's on. So sometimes there's like a slight gap, but it's not really too noticeable. And I really liked this cape feature, and it does almost go down into like a mock collar, I guess, with this whole pointedness happening there. So I really liked this. It's something completely different from Killstar. I feel like I haven't seen anything like this before. I really like it. The only downside I would say is that it arrived creased, so I wasn't too impressed by that. And the only other thing, I think I was quite lucky with mine, and I hope this doesn't happen to other people, but if you see the cross, it does look quite even, like when it's on the hanger, but sometimes this can sit like that, and I'm wondering if it's a little bit off center. Now obviously it's not that noticeable because looking at it you'd think it's straight, but I hope that's consistent throughout all of them. But luckily, like, this one's fine. But I did notice it does look a little bit, just a tiny bit off center if this starts to like go that way when I wear it. Maybe you'll see better in the try on. Yeah, really pleased with this. This is the thing I'm most excited about, and I can see myself getting a lot of wear out of this. Sizing wise, I got a size small. It fits very well. I don't think I would have sized down. In the past, I've had other long sleeve tops from Killstar. I've got the Antonia top with the like cameo detail on the chest, and I had another one that kind of went round the neck and then went into like a harness. That I got in a size small, and it was just way too big. I think it was like the crop circle top. It had a cutout there. I ended up selling that because it was too big. The Antonia top I like, but it's a little bit too big, but I feel like this fits really well. So quality wise, as I said, it's not cotton, but actually I don't mind it when it's not cotton, because cotton can be very stiff. It can be very, like, a very warm material. I do get quite hot quite easily, so I'm not fussed about that. I actually really like this material because it's very flattering. The other thing with quality that I've literally just noticed now is most of the stitching looks alright, but there's a little bit on the collar that doesn't look the best, like it hasn't been finished off at the point. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that bit of stitching? Like, that's not the neatest I've ever seen. So there is that, but honestly you don't notice it when it's far away. I'm not saying that's okay though. So this top, I don't remember the original price. I did get 30% off of all of this, so with that discount this one was £26.59, so maybe it was £37.99 originally. I would pay about £26 for this. I think it's really unique. I really like it. So that was the first top I got. one was again in that collection. Okay, so this is the second top. So this is the Kikimora shirt. Now, when I saw this, it gave me very like Lolita vampire vibes, so that instantly drew me to it. I knew it was going to be a shirt, so I knew it probably wasn't going to be the most comfortable thing, but I really liked the look of it. However, this is going back. I thought I'd film this quite quickly because I did get this order, like it arrived yesterday, so filming this now so I can review it still, because I think it's quite important if you're interested in this. I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, so it does have a crew neck, but it's got this huge over-the-sized pointy collar, definitely that like Lolita vampire vibes, and then it's got these really nice embroidered crosses, and again they do go into that like dagger. They've got really nice buttons. They're more like they look like buttons, but they're actually poppers. Sorry if this video is a bit longer than my normal Killstar reviews, but I do have quite a lot to say about these things, so I don't want to miss anything out. But as I was saying, yeah, they do have poppers on them, so they're not buttons, so it's a lot easier to kind of do up. But they've got these really nice cross details on them, so they are silver with almost like an enamel black cross, and that's all the way down the top. So I really liked that detail, and I really liked the crosses on the collars. It's basically a cotton material, but I will come back to that in a moment. But it's kind of puffier up here, and then I don't know if you can see that seam line just here, where it kind of is a bit more fitted. It's not as like baggy as the chest area, which makes sense. But again, I'll come back to that. And then it's got these pointy ends to it, which I didn't even know, but again, I would have, if I kept this, I would be tucking it into a skirt. And then we come to the main issue, the sleeves. So I wonder if you can guess what it is. Like, they're massive. Like, these are ridiculously huge sleeves. Right from the shoulder, they go out into this like puff detail. They're very, very puffy, very, very huge, and they kind of stop maybe like there, like these are kind of normal length sleeves, and then they do kind of stop above the elbow, and then they do come in at the end with this piece of material with again these cross buttons. Now this is just a detail, this is not functioning. I was trying to open them when I had this on, and then I realized they were stitched, so this is purely decorational, this is not functioning. And that's all the details of this top. I'll just get sizing out of the way. Sizing, it fit. It was a little bit tight where it went in down here, but it fit. I don't think I'd size down or size up. I felt like it fit quite well. Quality, it seems quite a nice quality. It is cotton, so it is that stiff material, but the buttons, as I said, feel really nice. The crosses are embroidered, they're not just a transfer, so I feel like the quality of this is nice. The main issue I have is how it looks on. All of the issues are kind of the sleeves. So as I mentioned, with these being decorational, these are tight, and I don't know, I thought I had slim arms, but maybe I have chubby arms, I don't know. This is kind of all your arm has, and whilst that fits my arm, like I can get it on, I probably had it on for about 2-3 minutes. I took some photos for the Killstar group to give a review there too, and I took it off and I already had marks on my arms, so I was like, that's not a good sign, and they were red. I feel like this could have easily been adjustable, where you could like take this off and attach it a bit further down, because they do have the popper things on the back, but these are definitely sewn. So I feel like that could have been a good detail to have on this top, especially because this top is, I believe, $39.99. It was, I feel like it was more expensive than the other one. I feel like that would have been a good detail. As I said, I thought I had slim arms, maybe I don't, but I definitely don't have the chubbiest arms in the world, so if you were a bit larger and looking for this top, I would just say stay away from it. Like where it comes in at the end of the sleeve is very, very tight. It's not comfortable. Quickly about this kind of section, I bought this top to wear with the Mitzi mini skirt because I thought that the crosses would look really cool together. However, that skirt sits a bit lower down, so although this detail down here is nice, it makes it look flattering, I feel like this would look good with a corset maybe. But if you're looking to wear a skirt that literally isn't at this level, you are going to have that line, which doesn't look the best. Like the skirt probably sat about here-ish. So it did look a bit strange because it's like you had two waistlines which just didn't look right. Again, that was just a detail that I didn't like. It didn't look good with the skirt I had planned. That other top, the cape top, looks really good with the Mitzi mini skirt, but this just, it wasn't good. And the last thing, which is the main thing that put me off, was the hugeness of these sleeves. So if I hold it back, I mean, look at that. I don't know, that's just a huge sleeve. I feel like it could have gone in a bit or maybe made it a bit smaller, but when you've got this huge sleeve detail with this huge collar, I don't have broad shoulders, but if you did, that would just accentuate that even more. When I put it on, I thought, oh my gosh, no, I would not feel comfortable going out in this. I look like a Tudor king. I'll put a photo on the screen, but I felt like King Henry VIII with these just huge over the top puffy sleeves that just made me look like a muscly Tudor guy. I was just not feeling this top. This one will be going back, and just quickly, I know this review is going to take forever. This said 74% rayon, 22% nylon and 4% elastane on the description, and I have the email here to prove it too. Like, that's what the material said. So when I saw that, I thought, oh okay, maybe it's not going to be that stiff cotton that I have like another shirt in, and nope. I think it's 97% cotton, yeah, 3% elastane. So the description was wrong on this. I mean, I know some people prefer cotton, it's probably a better material to make this out of, but I feel like that's not been the first time where the description hasn't matched up with the actual items. So that's something to bear in mind too, which I feel like is quite bad. Like, I feel like you should give the right material if you're going to list it. So yeah, not impressed by this. I think it's nice in theory, it looks nice on the model, but I did notice she is standing like this in the photo, so that's probably, if she stood like this, it would just be like way out there. I wouldn't recommend this. I think the quality's nice, the sizing's good, but these sleeves are just insane. So, and even with my hair, which is very puffy, it still didn't look right. It's not like it made my head look like a pea or something. It just didn't look good. So that's the Kikimora shirt. Disappointed with that one. So that one I will be sending back. Item in this haul, you might be glad to hear, is this. So this is the skirt from, it's called Heads Will Roll or Heads Rollin' or something like that, and this is called the Miss Mortem skirt, and I got this in a size small. I don't know if I mentioned, but I literally got everything in a size small. Again, this fits well, maybe on the maybe a bit on the tighter side, because it's a very stretchy skirt, but with this seam here, like, this does not stretch when I pull it. So it doesn't have stretch around the waist, but the material is very, very stretchy. The material of this makes sense. It's that rayon, which is 95% and 5% elastane. So again, it's that really soft, really comfortable material. I love that in tops. I don't mind it in skirts. Sometimes it can make them look very flowy, very pretty. So if I hold it up, it flows really nicely. It's not stiff. So I do like that. However, and I did hear this from some people, so I was aware of this when I bought it, it's a very thin skirt. It's almost, I'd say it's even thinner. Do you remember the Sun and Moon skirt from Killstar? I feel like I got that ages ago. It was one of their summer releases. I'll put a photo on the screen if I can find it. I have that skirt. I love it for summer, but I feel like this is even thinner than that. You can literally see like the reverse print. There's no lining or anything. If this had a lining, it would be so much nicer. I believe this cost £29.99 to begin with, but I got it for £20.99. I'd say maybe that's still a lot to pay for something this thin, but I do love the print. I was actually between the skirt, the top and the dress. I heard on the top the straps weren't adjustable, so that put me off. And also because I was going to wear that top with a skirt, you wouldn't be able to see most of the print. And I liked the dress, but I wasn't sure about the really high collar, so that's why I went for the skirt, because I thought I could wear it with a lot more things. So as I said, it does have like a small waistband, and that is not stretchy. It does have a zip down the side, and then it's basically just a skater skirt with this really cool like 3D skull print all over it. Like all of them are kind of facing a different way. I really like that one, and they've kind of got cracks on their heads. Just a really cool print. I just really liked the look of it. It's a very eerie print. It's not cute at all. It's very eerie, very creepy. And I just released some skull necklaces in my shop Simply Gothic. I'll put a photo on the screen here, and I kept one for myself because I really liked, in fact I have it right here. What am I doing? Forget the photo on the screen, I have it. So I've got these in my shop, and they're really cool 3D skulls, and they've got a really nice weight to them. They are stainless steel, so they won't tarnish. I do run my shop Simply Gothic if you've just randomly clicked on this video and wanted a review. But basically I thought this with like the rain mesh top with this skull necklace, I just thought it would be a really cool combination. So yeah, I mainly got this because I got quite a few skull jewellery pieces, and honestly I don't have too many things with skulls on, so I definitely don't have a skull skirt. Length-wise, it's kind of the standard Killstar length. On me, I'd say it's quite a good length. It's not too short, I'd say, but I'm 5'2", so I'm quite short. As I said, the material is very, very thin underneath. I'm guessing you can see through it when you stretch it, yeah. But when it's not stretched, you can't really see through it. And when you wear it, you can't see through it either. I wasn't the most impressed with this, to be honest. I was aware that it would be quite thin, but it's kind of thinner than I thought it would be. But I am keeping it because I really wanted something from that collection. I really liked the print. It's a bit different, something a bit eerie. So I am keeping this one. I will get wear out of it. Definitely wait for a discount if you are after maybe something from that collection even, because I'm guessing the material is going to be the same. First impressions slash review of these pieces. I really do hope this was helpful. I don't know what I said. I really do hope this was helpful. As I said, do follow my Instagram if you want to see how these will be styled, and also if you're after this and maybe you're waiting for a code that's just not arriving, do click that link if you want to use my code. Also, when I place my order, I don't know if I get one of these Killstar envelopes. I am curious. I haven't received a Killstar print in a really long time. Out of the Killstar group on Facebook, I've seen a few people get them, but I am curious. Have you received any in your order? Because I've placed quite a few orders over the past few months and I haven't received them, so I'm not sure if they're still doing them. But anyway, I did get one of these birthday offers. I'm going to cover the code because it's a one-use code. But I did get this birthday code and it's £30 off 100, so I'm going to keep that safe. I'm really hoping they're going to restock the, are they called the Cosmic ankle boots? I'll put a photo on the screen. I really like the look of those. The only thing putting me off is I just am scared that it's going to come away from the platform, because I don't trust Killstar shoes, but that pair, I'm just like, I really like them. Do let me know in the comments if you have these shoes. Do leave like a little review or what you think of them. Just about like comfortability and quality mainly. Those are my two issues. So I'd really like to know, because I am after those, and if they do come back in stock, I'll probably get them and maybe do a review for you if you're interested. I could also do a comparison between the Killstar ones and my New Rock spring boots, because they're kind of like that similar idea. So do let me know if you'd like to see that. But I really do hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, I hope it was helpful. Do comment down below those things I just said, as well as, do you have anything from this collection? Do you have the Kikimora shirt, and what did you think of it? Maybe I'm overreacting, but I just feel like I look like a Tudor king. So let me know what you think of that. Do press the notification bell if you liked this video. Also like this video if you enjoyed it. And as I said at the very beginning, please do subscribe if you like these types of videos. And hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.